Hey there. Welcome to the No Sugar Added podcast, where three friends keep it real and don't sugarcoat what's wrong with today's relationships and dating scene. With your host, Dan, JFabs, and Jean-Claude.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of No Sugar Added, episode 16. This episode is about catfishing. I'm your host, Dan, joined with Claudio and Joshy. What's going on, guys?
What's going on?
What's up?
Back at it again.
And before we talk about the wonderfulness of catfishing,
are we going to give a tutorial on how to do it?
You make sure to follow us on our social media platforms and No Sugar Added Podcast and our website at www.nosugaraddedpodcast.com. Let's dive into the catfishing life.
Oh, yeah.
Catfishing 101. Okay, guys, you're going to have to take all the pics at certain angles, okay?
Claudio's good at this.
Low lights.
All about lighting.
So,
From the base up.
Let's explain what catfishing is first. Catfishing is when man or woman, more on dating apps than anything else, because you can't really do it in person.
Portray themselves.
Yeah, I think this really started more with the MySpace years.
Yeah, it did. Way back. There's documentaries on this stuff.
Yeah, there's documentaries. So essentially, this started more with the MySpace years, and now it's gone even into today's modern dating world. Sorry, I have a beard here.
That's nasty.
Sorry, my beard. It doesn't stop trying to go in my mouth. People would alter their photos by using certain angles, using certain lighting. Women and even men would use a certain amount of makeup to contour their face to look different. And then when you meet this person, they are nothing like what you've seen in photos.
Not as advertised.
Nothing. And it was really big on the angles before, because remember, before Photoshop and before filters, it was all about angles and lighting.
Yeah.
And then Photoshop came into play. I mean, it's not like everyone had Photoshop, but those who actually did would alter their pictures in some sort of way to make them look different and more appealing. And then you meet that person, it's like, oof, you lied to me.
Yo, because even like at work, like when you look at people's headshots, and then all of a sudden they turn their camera on, like when you're working like for remote. I'm like, wait a minute, that person does not look like that headshot. What happened?
It's a tricky thing.
Yeah,
it's tricky.
Yeah.
So, Dan, because you're in today's modern dating world, what do you think?
Yeah, catfishing. It's pretty big now. Like there's a lot of catfishes out there for sure, and
so you feel like it's more prominent?
Of course. I mean, it's everywhere.
It's a lot more easier to do.
Yeah, it's easier. A lot of people are very gullible, or maybe some of them are just desperate for that sort of connection to talk.
Yeah.
So yeah, for sure. I mean, it's very easy to be catfish out there.
Creates that naiveness, like, hey, like I want the affection. I want to be able to give someone all this attention that I've been wanting to give, and I want it back from someone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you feel like it's easier now in today's age because of all the filters and?
It's definitely easier these days. I mean, there was actually reading an article the other day about this lady who got catfished. And she's an older lady. Someone messaged her on Facebook, and it was a celebrity account too, which is kind of like sketch as hell.
Yeah, that's a little odd.
But anyways, like that person messaged her, and then she thought that was a real person, that was the real him, and then they started talking, and then eventually it was like, I want to meet you, and that account was like, I would like to meet you too, but I'm a little strapped for money. I'm like, and then when you're reading this, it's like, you're fucking rich, bro. You're famous.
Mm-hmm.
You know? And then that person was like, contact my agent and we'll set something up. And then the agent reached out to her, said, we need this much of money.
So a scammer.
Yeah, we need this much money for, to you to go meet them. I think it was like $5,000 or something too. And then she ended up paying it because she really wants to meet him, and they feel like she's in love, like that connection is there.
That vibe, yeah.
Gullibility.
Yo, that's a con man right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Shit.
That's crazy.
At the times that we're in now, like how many social media fake profiles are out there where somebody can reach out to you and say,
100%.
Bitcoin, I'll give you 2 Bitcoins for, I don't know, some crypto or some crap. I don't know.
What do you call it? A guilty pleasure of mine is watching. Are you guys familiar with the 90 Day Fiance franchise?
Yeah.
I know. It's a guilty pleasure. Whatever. Point is, the 90 Day Fiance thing, if people don't know what it is, it's where couples here in America, they find the love of their lives somewhere outside of America, and they have to go through a visa process where the person, after the visa process is complete, all the paperwork, the person comes over here to America, and you have 90 days to marry them. And so this television reality show follows the couple's journey from day 1 to 90, through the trials and tribulations, and then see if they get married. Because if they don't get married before the 90 days, then the person who came here from the other country has to go back. So the intent of the show is, let's see like who will get married.
Yeah.
But yeah, but there are a couple of stories where people were catfished, like stupid catfished. Like a lot of the guys from India, they'll put up pictures of famous, like really good looking Indian movie stars, and they'll pretend to like hit up on these like 6-year-old grandmas from Alabama trying to get over here to America. And then they'll come here to America, and the what do you call it, like the 6-year-old grandma from Alabama is like, wait, the fuck is this? You don't look anything like your picture. Like, oh yeah, that was me when I was younger.
Oh god.
I was just like, oh, what?
No, I laughed, bro.
Sorry. And I was just like, yo, this is fucking crazy. And it's what's mind-boggling from that show that I've seen is that sometimes when the people are so desperate to get a connection, they'll even try to be like, oh, you know what? Like, I've only talked to you via text, or I've seen your photos, but I've never seen your face. How about a video call? Do you know what these people do half the time or most of the time? Oh, my camera's not working, but you can hear my voice. Like, how can you not tell you're being catfished? Like, every sign in the world is telling you they're going to be catfished.
I think it still leads back to that, like, people want to believe in something, and just that ability to want to believe in something. It just kind of like any other red flags or any other things that in normal, even the advice that you would give someone else, like, oh bro, that's red flag, like obviously something's up. Like, you're willing to ignore those things because you believe that there's this thing at the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, like, oh, I'm gonna see it, it's gonna be that person. I think that's a crazy perspective, but people today, we're less sociable, we're less in-person sociable, and we live through our phones, we live behind a computer, and that face-to-face interaction, I think, is like, people forget, like, back in the day, that was always the primary. Like, you would meet people face-to-face, and then you would have the relationship or a conversation. So the computer has distorted people to believe that
perception of reality.
Yeah, the perception is totally skewed.
Yeah. So we know why people do it. Because they want that attention, or because they're trying to scam people, or like that famous show Catfish,
MTV.
Yeah, what do you call it? I've seen a couple episodes, and some of these people, when they get finally caught, and the two guys ask, like, so why did he do it? I'm like, I was just bored, or like, I fell in love with him, and I was hoping that after like 2 years of catfishing, he'd come to love me for who I am. I'm like, what? Why do you guys think like that? No one wants to be lied to like that. About how someone looks. It almost, like, can you imagine being catfished for like half a year, and then out of nowhere you're like, okay, I'm gonna meet this person, yay, and then you finally see them, and it kind of destroys the illusion of what you had, because you almost feel like you were talking to a completely different person. That's just terrible, because now it almost feels like you had to restart. Like I know that we talked a lot, but if I felt like I was talking to someone different, and I feel like I had to get to know you all over again, because I have no idea what's true and what's not true. Yeah. So, Dan, you know what I'm gonna ask, right?
Oh yeah.
No. What?
Yeah. Because you got a catfish story. Let's go, baby.
We're gonna talk about that in the next episode.
Next episode. Fuck that shit. Let's talk about it now. I want to hear it.
Reel it in.
Let me put my fist down.
God.
So I was talking to this chick on, I don't remember which platform. It was either Bumble or Match. Anywho, I looked through her profile, looked through her pictures. She was cute, good profile and everything. So we talked for a while. I think we talked about for like 2 weeks or something, until we decided to meet up. So we vibed real good and everything. And then I took her to an Italian spot. You know how I asked you, any good spots?
Oh, yeah,
some dance spots and stuff like that. So around that time, I took her out. We met at the restaurant, and And I was like, okay, I'm here. I'm outside waiting whenever you get here. And it's like, she's like, I'm here. I'm like, I mean, I don't see you here.
Oh no.
And and then I see someone talking on the phone. I'm like, oh, it's probably her then, right? So I tapped on her, like, hey, nice to meet you. And in my head, I'm like, this isn't really the person. Like, her face kind of resembles her pictures.
Yeah.
Maybe her pictures are like very old or something. They aren't up to date. But her body was completely different. Her profile said she was like 5'7", but she was like 6'1".
Man, that's a tall girl.
Yeah, bro. It's like, I usually don't like girls taller than me anyways, but I mean, so she looked completely different and everything like that. But in some sense, I felt rude not to continue the date.
Yeah.
Finish it.
Okay.
So I sat through it. So as her and I were, there,
It's so fucking awkward.
like, bro.
You know that she must be thinking the same thing. Like, is this guy gonna keep going, or does he care that I lied?
So the thing is she probably used pictures of herself, but old pictures, maybe pictures that aren't really relevant anymore.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
is it really catfishing if you're using old photos?
Yes, it is.
Yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, representation. I mean,
Yeah.
Okay.
If I posted pictures of me back in my 20s and they get me now, it's like, who the fuck are you, bro?
you've been catfished.
So yeah, I mean, it works. So we're at the table, like, we're on those apps, I ordered my penny vodka with some chicken for dinner, and then we were talking, her and I'm like, fuck, I need to get out of this. So I was like, I really don't feel too well, so I'm just gonna,
Playing
not
that
really
card.
gonna eat, not really gonna eat much right now. I'm like, if you want to eat, feel free to eat. I'll wait while you eat. And
Yes.
I took
fucking
like 2
awkward, bro.
bites. I'm trying to get out of there quick.
Yeah.
And then like
You couldn't feign some sort of sickness, like,
no, like
gotta go.
I feel bad. Like
Yeah.
I felt bad just canceling out. Like,
Yeah.
and then she finishes eating. She's like, "You want to get dessert?" I'm like, I don't think so.
I don't eat
Like,
sweets. Sorry.
And then she's like, "You want to do anything after this?" I'm like, "I'm not really feeling well. I think I'm just gonna, head
Ooh,
head back."
that must be tough, where they want to hang out afterwards. And you're
Yeah.
like, I don't.
So I was like, I think I'm gonna head out, but we'll text. And then she's like, "Okay." I mean, this was fun. I'm like, "Yeah, it was great." And then I was like, "Let's walk." And I'll just, as a gentleman, I'm like, "Let me walk you to your car, though." So because this place had only parking all the way down the block for some reason. So
Yeah.
I walked with her to a car.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say my goodbyes, and that's when
Here we go.
she was vibing this. I don't know how she was vibing us.
Wow.
Like, I didn't feel no vibe there.
But she felt the vibe.
I'm like, you're a totally fucking different person. You're a stranger. I'm like, yeah, we had the connection through text. I liked you and your personality, but you're very different in person now. So I'm going in for a hug and saying, goodbye. That's it. Like that one
I
one
forgot she's
extra.
taller than you.
that one extra.
Did you go on your tippy toes like,
No,
hey?
bro, I'm 6 foot, bro. She's 6'1". I don't have to go that far, So I'm going in for the hug, and she goes in for the kiss, and so like our faces are somehow matched up
Did you
with
hit
each
ball
other. No. So she was going in. I was like, shh, to the side, hugged it in. Like I like it's like a turn on the road,
There's a curve at the end of the road.
But the thing is, I didn't kiss her. One, because she catfished me. 2, it would feel wrong to do it because that's going to show her that I'm interested in that, and then now I'm going to follow that
Yeah, and
connection
then
with
you're
her.
in this. Yeah.
So it would have been wrong for myself and her. And then I walked away as fast as I could. Not run, but walked to my car since I was 2 blocks away because there's no parking.
Uh-huh. And so what came out of that?
And
Did
then
you-
I went to my car, sat there, I'm like, fuck, I just got catfished. Time to go home and rethink my life now. No, but being catfished, that it kind of changed my views when talking to women now.
Ooh, okay. Explain. I'm curious.
So usually when I first got catfished, in like the first 3 weeks, if I talked to any new girl, I was like, shit, am I being catfished again?
Oh, so it's always on your mind.
Yeah, so bro,
PTSD.
Essentially, some sort of like
so
that.
me and this girl, we were talking, we were having a good time. I'm like, is that you in your pictures? Because I want to meet this girl.
Yeah, you're being real about it.
And I asked her, I was like, do you want a video call or something? Kind of talk to get to know each other more.
Yeah.
She was like, oh, I can't right now. I'm like, catfishing again, huh?
Yeah.
So I was like, are you catfishing me? I asked her straight out, like, catfishing me? She's like, why would you ask
bold.
that?
You're
bold. She's like, you're an ass. I'm like.
You gotta ask the tough questions.
And then I was like, this is what I need you to do. I was like, get a piece of paper, write today's date on it, hold it up to the camera, and take a picture, send it to me.
God, man. Did not know this.
Bro, that conversation ended real quick.
I think you told me your version of the story because I remember you telling me something about like, okay, she had to write the date on a piece of paper. I didn't know everything before that.
I told you guys this in chat because we talk about it a lot, but so I was like, all right, that approach does not work.
Yeah.
So now, like, before I meet a girl now, like, I require like some kind of video call.
Really? What, do you put in the stipulation when we first started talking? Like,
No, because
eventually
every girl has an iPhone, so I'm like, hey, do you want a video call? Just to get a vibe of each other, and I kind of show more respectful.
Yeah.
But it helps her to show who I am.
Yeah.
If I'm still the same person, and herself, there's got to be some way to.
Oh yeah, we talked about
feel
this.
more comfortable.
Yeah, how what do you call it? You can tell a whole lot with a video call comparative to just reading text.
Or
Text,
talking on a
there's-
phone.
Yeah,
Like,
there's no emotion, there's no tone during text, but a video call says a whole lot more. Shit. So, what? Even to this day, you're still trying to weed out the catfishing?
Yeah, I mean, it happened once. It could happen again,
There you go. Tell the marketers.
So I'm curious. What do you call it? Has that approach ever worked where a girl is like, "Yes, I am catfishing you"?
No, because thankfully no one else has catfished me yet.
Okay.
Yeah, you say.
Yeah, man, this is a strange world out there. And like, scrolling through different like dating platforms, and I'm like, I seen that girl on that one, but I seen that girl on this one.
Oh, yeah.
But why is that profile different than this one? It's like I
Ooh.
remember like different
Yo.
wording, different same pictures, but different name, different age,
The
stuff like
detective.
that. It's like okay, I notice pictures. Like if it's one thing I memorize is what I see.
Okay. Oh, Detective Dan over here
Oh, yeah.
investigating.
Watch out for you, girl. All right.
Taking some notes.
So, like when you look at these photos, are you looking for any telltale signs, like maybe too much angling or
I think
lighting?
I think people that try to catfish try to use the most appealing pictures, like the hot ones. Like, damn, why is she so fucking hot? Like, like those professional standards. Like, this person.
So you would
looks
say
good.
someone that's not catfishing, they would just use normal everyday pictures.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah. I think, but obviously, someone who might use a professional picture doesn't mean right away they're a catfish.
Yeah.
It's just like, why are all these professionally taken?
It's
For like a dating profile.
It's an Indian dude just
Yeah, I mean,
trying to get you.
when people catfish, they use either famous people or really attractive people.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And that's what kind of pulls them in. I was like, wait, you're a 10, but I'm not there yet. So why hit me up?
Why
you
is
know?
a 10 hitting up on a 3 or a 2?
Damn, bro, I'm
Damn.
with like a 3 or 2.
God.
No, I didn't mean you, bro. I didn't mean you. I meant just like in general, like out there, like
Rate me.
Yeah.
yo, guys, answer the.
No, not in this close.
Get on the DMs.
Check my Insta.
Get on the DMs and let us know what Dan is from 1 to 9 because 10s don't exist. 10s are unicorns, guys. They don't exist. Come on, we talked about this years
right.
ago. But shit, oof, that's rough. That's rough. I wonder, and what, you completely stopped all conversation with that girl, right?
Absolutely.
Did she try to reach out?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think like in the back of her head, like me dodging that
Kiss
that
was enough to tell her.
What kind of showed her that we weren't there. But she still hit me up. She's like, "Hey, I had a fun time. I look forward, to doing this again." I'm like, you still talking to me? Like, how did you not get the hint that I just turned on you? Like that head nod.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't message back though. I mean,
No. So I'm assuming she got the hint.
yeah. But I also feel bad for ghosting people. But
Yeah.
I feel like since you catfish me, it's okay.
Okay.
One equals out the other.
Oh yeah, it balances out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, hold on. How to word this question correctly? Was there ever a time during that date where you wanted to call her out?
No.
Like, yo, why are you catfishing me? Or like, because when you said like you were looking at the menu, I was like, oh, please tell me there was catfish on the menu. You ordered it. Like I was like, that would be beautiful.
Hey, they have catfish here, huh? No. I think even if I did, I don't think I could.
No?
I don't know. I just feel.
Was there
feel
almost
mean.
like an awkwardness when you guys first met? Like that you both know like you don't look like what you're supposed to look like.
For me, it was definitely awkward. Maybe for her,
But there wasn't like this almost awkward silence between you at all at any point where it's like, we know something's up.
I mean, the first second we met, it was like a pause there for like a few seconds. Like, are you the right person? Like in my head, I was saying that.
Like I'm waiting for someone else.
And then you know, once they turn around and they call you by your name, it's like, oh shit, I guess you are the one. How do you do, neighbor? Like, if I see you, I guess.
Oof, that's rough. I'm not gonna lie. If I was in today's dating scene, my first thought would not be catfishing. I just assume everyone's like real about how they look nowadays.
Yeah,
At least in our
I
age
mean,
range, I
maybe,
would assume
maybe
most
in
people
her
are.
eyes she wasn't catfishing because there are pictures of her, but just not more recent ones. You know, there should always be a rule of dating online is have very recent pictures, like within a year or two. Those pictures should be updated.
You almost need like a timestamp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people are just very self-conscious too about the way that they might look, the way that they might come across. But in reality, they hurt themselves by not giving a true representation of what their current appeal,
To me, it's fascinating how people who do the catfishing, they really truly believe like, okay, once I present myself as the true me, it's okay. They'll like me. And I totally understand connecting with people via messaging. Like you can connect a lot. Like that idea, not that idea. That idea from Ted Lasso, banter, where the two people talk without any pictures. That's a fantastic idea. It helps people find commonality and people get together based on their common interests and just the vibe. And even how you mentioned on Bumble, how Rob was supposed to go on Bumble's version of banter.
Yeah.
That's also a great idea. And what was it? And then they would show you the picture or some shit like that?
Yeah. So after the 5-minute conversation,
They would show you a picture, and then from there...
3-minute conversation, they would show you their picture.
Yeah, and then from there, you could either ghost or not, or keep going, or some shit like that, right?
Yeah, either swipe left or right on them.
Yeah. So I get it. We call it talking via just words. It's great to get to know each other. But when you introduce this type of lie, that's heavy. Like, how do you really think this is supposed to pan out? Do you really truly believe that this could be a fairy tale? Because you start off on a lie, like a big lie of appearance. Like, yeah, I look like this model over here, and then they come out looking like, oh, Olga, calm down.
Yeah, like what else are you lying about, or what else are you self-conscious about that you can't talk or discuss?
Yeah, and what else did you perhaps lie about when you were talking to me?
Yeah, like I just wanted you to continue to, give me, this conversation or the things that you would talk about.
Yeah, like, are you really a juggling, gold medalist at the Olympics?
Yeah.
Some weird shit like that. I don't know. I just feel like someone who goes catfishing, they have to be habitual liars. I feel. Like, why? I get that people are self-conscious of their looks. I totally get that. I had acne. You guys remember? My acne was fucking terrible.
I remember the pizza face.
Yeah.
Those were some terrible years. And obviously, I tried with girls and it didn't work out because they did not like the acne. Whatever. So I understand people's plights. I don't like the way I look. That's why I changed myself a little bit to lie to others.
I thought you said like I read that wrong.
Oh no,
You're like, I was like, oh well, that's why I didn't work with girls. So
so I get that. I wouldn't say it's a shame, but it's low self-esteem mixed with a little bit of shame. Whatever.
Yeah.
Just play to your strengths. You'll find you don't need to go out there pretending to be someone to get a certain thing that you want. You don't have to pretend to be a model to get a guy with a 6-pack. I get it. You maybe want that guy with a 6-pack. Maybe there's one out there that'll like you for who you are and what you look like.
Yes,
but
sir.
there's no need to catfish.
Yeah.
Because if you catfish, what? You're starting that shit off on the lie, and then the guy with the 6-pack is like, no,
Yeah.
this was a lie.
Trauma.
Yeah. And a lot of them are not going to be as nice as Dan to continue on with the date. A lot of them be like, what the fuck? Bye.
Oh my god.
Yo, best believe. Imagine. Lou is such a terrible person to use. Because Lou's standards are. Let's just say they're different from our standards. So, man, I would love to know if Lou. I don't think Lou can get catfished. Now that I think about it.
Maybe Lou is a catfish.
No, I mean he uploads real pictures of himself. I
Yo,
mean,
and
He does nonstop.
yeah.
that
I
guy's
mean,
a smash train. So
horrible,
He's
horrible angles he's
Yeah.
taking of himself. I'm sure, but it look like your dad just taking photos. Like, how do you turn this thing on?
You got like 20 chins going on. Like, no, yeah. Yeah, I get it. There's no need to catfish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you catfish a good-looking girl?
What the fuck? No, absolutely not, bro.
No. Okay.
Look, they gotta love me in the dad bod, all right? You know,
There
like,
you go.
There you go.
out
There
the
you
way,
go.
you know?
Gotta love every portion of you.
And plus, by the way, dad bods are in right now, all right? They're in.
All your curves and all.
You know, during the pandemic, I would be in agreement with you because that's when I got really, really heavy. But I'm not in agreement right now. I also don't believe that everyone should be chiseled because that shit takes too much dedication and too much work, and it's not sustainable for a long period of time. There should be a happy medium, which is a little bit before the dad bod.
I just want to be beautiful Squidward.
A beautiful Squidward?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know what he said. I was
A
like,
beautiful Squidward. Oh, that man's face chiseled like a god. Yeah. So, Josh, have you ever been catfished?
no, I've never. I mean, I don't know if you guys remember back in those AOL days. I mean, those.
Ooh.
You know, like you'd be like on there typing away.
AOL.
With your. You know, talking away to whoever's out there.
Random chat rooms.
Yeah. So, besides that, I really.
Hold on. I got a catfish story.
Oh damn!
And it was with Dan, actually.
The fuck?
When we were in high school. With, I don't want to name their names. There are two girls that we knew, or we technically still know, or technically I don't really talk to them anymore. But regardless, one presented herself on AOL as this a girl that at that point I was like, this girl should not be talking to me. I am a fucking potato. She is a fucking mango.
A potato and mango.
Yeah, two different things. And I was like, okay. And we were vibing, we were chatting, whatever. And then you guys remember PBGC?
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, me and my friend. And then she showed me a picture of her friend. I was like, oof, that's another fucking mango. Okay. Like, me and my friend, we're going to go to PBGC and we're going to fucking party and you should really come. Like, well, that's fantastic because I live here in the same town as you. I've never seen you. So I just assumed that you were probably from like Schuyler and Schuyler School.
Yeah.
So we would have never met because I was on one end of the town and she would be on the other end. So of course we probably would never run into each other. And I remember, I was like, okay, we were vibing for like a month. I remember I asked Dan, like, yo, Dan, come with me. I'm going to hook you up with a girl. She's cute as shit. Let's fucking go. I get there, and I'm, like, looking around for her. And she told me, like, oh, yeah, I'm going to be wearing, like, a white dress and whatever. Like, okay. And I'm just looking around for her, chilling. And then a girl taps me in the back of my shoulder. I turn around. It's my friend, who I've known for years. I'm like, hey, what's up? And then I saw her dress, like, that's weird. It's white. And then she's like, hi. I was like, hi, yeah, what's up? We're talking. It's like, so is this a date or what? I'm like, excuse me? Like, what do you mean? Like, well, I'm wearing the white dress. I'm like, whoa. What do you mean? Like, I'm the girl. I'm like, excuse me?
I'm the one.
I'm the girl that you've been talking to for a month. I'm like,
It was Neo.
and I was like, no, you're not. I'm like, yes, I am. And it's like, and so I wanted to test it. So I was like, I brought up an inside joke that I had with the girl, and she answered the joke correctly. I was like, fuck. My friend just catfished me.
Nah.
God damn it.
She got what she wanted.
Yep. And then the worst part is that her friend was gonna catfish Dan, but luckily that never happened. Because you were downstairs in the arcade area.
Sounds about right. Playing at pool. I used to play the pool all the time. Bumper balls.
And then what I call it, her friend, who I also know, came up like, yeah, I'm the other one. Like, where's my date? I'm like, no. No. We're not playing this game. We're gonna end this right here. I'll talk to you guys later. I'll talk to you Monday when we're in school.
I'll talk to you later.
Wait, there was an arcade at PBGC?
Downstairs, they had the
What
pool
the
tables,
fuck?
the ping pong tables. They had like a PlayStation and stuff.
Get out of here. I never went downstairs.
Loser.
I missed out.
We had to go downstairs to get to the upstairs. The stairs were right there. Yeah.
Yeah, it would go into the basement, and then you go up to the top floor.
Yeah, I guess my memory is
But that's my only catfish story. And from that day on, I swear to God, I looked at her with like fury for the next 3 months. Fury, because I was like, man, she played me like a fucking fiddle. Okay, I was like, yo, I was enamored by this girl that I thought that I had a real connection with for a whole month. Then to just find out it was my friend who wanted to try to get with me, but she didn't know if I'd be into her like that. I was like, you should have just said something. We could have done it. We could have worked it out with, the non-catfishing. But then after that, nothing ever happened from there because of that. So, yeah, that was a weird catfish. After that, I was like, oh, fuck this shit.
all those catfish.
All those fucking catfish.
They're out there just waiting.
Better watch out.
I wonder if there's catfish group chats out there, like how to be a better catfish. Oh man, I want to just deep dive into Reddit so bad. You know what? I'm gonna ask my sister to do it because she loves deep diving into Reddit.
My man's about to become a professional catfish over here.
Watch out, everyone.
No. I'm just curious. Like, there's support groups, there's help groups for everything out there, everything under the sun. There has to be one for catfish.
My man's about to start a YouTube channel, how to be the best catfish.
I am so curious. These people just giving out tips on a daily basis. Like, okay, you want to have a 90-degree angle to a y-axis and this vector, and then you get the perfect shot of your face with this jawline, and this is how you use Photoshop. I bet you there's Photoshop tutorials on how to catfish.
If you've been affected by catfish,
Hold on, you know
call 1-800-CATFISH.
Give me 1 second. I'm going to look right now on YouTube. 1 sec. I'm so curious.
Yeah. You guys ever eaten a catfish?
Yeah.
Any good?
It depends. If it's in Ecuador, delicious. If it's here in America, it's trash.
Note taken. Oh, yeah, you don't eat fish, Dan.
That's correct.
Well, you tried salmon, though.
Salmon?
Yeah, when we went to K-pop.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I tried the shrimp.
Sorry, my bad. Shrimp.
Man, old mine's going, bro.
Jesus
Bro,
Christ.
the fog
There's
is real.
so many videos on how to catfish.
Damn.
Oh my God. Oh my God. This is too much, man. This is too much.
Oh, God.
Shit. No, go back to the...
That was porn.
I saw it. I saw
Yeah,
the.
you saw it, right?
I saw the
Holy shit, bro. They're fucking magicians.
makeup
They're-
does people.
Yo, okay, let's talk about the makeup thing. I've seen a couple of videos of girls like, oh, this is my daily routine to look like this, to go from this to look like this, and they look like two completely different people, which is mind-boggling. But what you just saw, right?
Yeah, makeup artist talent. Like it disguises them or it alters like what they look like.
Do we feel like that's a catfish?
Sure.
Heavy makeup use?
Yeah, absolutely. It changes who you are completely.
Yeah.
Facts.
But what if? So, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Women will come and say like, I want to use makeup because it makes me feel beautiful. But men will say, that's great and all, but you use so much that you don't even look like your original you. But at the same time, like I mentioned, they want to look better than what they normally do. So do we consider that a catfish?
I mean, I think it's like, are they associating feel good with their self-esteem level? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like people, I think it just alleviates what people might perceive what they look like, or I feel like it's masking. You're masking this is obviously my opinion, right? Like I that's my firm belief on makeup. But I mean, I know there are those who will say, I need my makeup. Like, I do it for me. This is for me. And
that's exactly what I'm getting at. There are people who are like that. Like, I do this for me. I know I'm a 2, but I know with makeup I look like a 6, and it helps me out.
Yeah.
So, but they want to feel beautiful, because maybe they have low self-esteem. It just does help them. It gives them that dopamine or whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah, I'm sure.
The feel-good drug inside your body. But do we consider that a catfish?
Sure.
Yeah, absolutely. If you alter yourself enough to make you look like a different person, that's a catfish.
Yeah. I think because I know there's like levels of rate. I know we ain't no makeup artists on this table here, but obviously if you put a little like concealer, a little bit of concealer, that's or a little blush, there's no problem. But if you're putting
but if you have a 30-step regimen,
like if you're putting your makeup on for like a whole entire hour, like
I mean, we never put makeup on, so we really have no perspective.
I hope not. Yeah, I mean,
but if your makeup is thick enough that if I put my finger on your face and there's like this big blot of like layers of makeup, I'm gonna be a little worried.
If you cake the face, there you go.
Yeah, actually, I think my brother said something like, "I don't want no frosting on my face," and I was like, "I don't know what you mean." And my brother's like, "Yo, this is why I tell my girl I don't care about makeup. I like the natural look, no frosting."
I tell my girl she don't need no makeup.
No frosting.
No
Okay.
frosting.
Yeah.
I'd be cracking up. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. That one with the makeup, it's tough. I back up any woman that wants to look better than what they typically do. But at the same time, from a perspective, if I was on a date and a girl came to me like that, fully caked on makeup, and then I found out that when she washed it all away, that she looked like a completely different person.
She ain't got no eyebrows when she takes that.
Damn. Oh God, that one bothers me. When the ladies, I know that you're our primary listeners, but when you come in with the fake eyebrows with the pencil, looking a little bit like a chola,
Cholitas.
we're gonna lose half our viewership probably. No offense, it's not really attractive. Please don't.
Real beauty's inside, girls.
Yeah, real beauty's inside. It's all about the personality and the character, because looks fade at the end of the day.
Amen.
But but yeah, what do you call it? Like that's terrifying. Like I want to advocate and be like, yeah, you're doing the best that you can do. You're bettering yourself. You found your niche, and there's really nothing you can do to change your face or how you look. So you choose this route. Fantastic. But at the same time, if that happened and then I would go home with this girl and then she wiped off all the makeup and she came out looking like Cruella de Vil, I'm like, whoa. Where's that other girl that I was talking to?
Which Cruella de Vil? Like Emma Stone?
Oh no.
The animated.
The animated.
Okay,
Yeah, because
okay.
I was gonna say when Glenn Close played Cruella de Vil, she'd get it.
I want to say Emma Stone.
She can get it. She get it.
Catfish me.
Yeah. I would feel like I'm being played, and that's tough. That makeup one is tough.
Ain't tough.
No?
No.
I guess. I don't know. As long as they don't look like as long as it's not a 180 flip, I'll be okay with it.
So I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm gonna paint on abs on my stomach, make myself look skinny. I'm gonna take some pictures. Oh, this guy got abs, huh? And I'm gonna go over there with a fat gut. Was that a catfish?
Well, on the reverse side of that, I know some girls, or at least I've heard the argument that like when guys shave their beards, they're an entirely different person underneath that beard.
It's obvious.
Yeah, that's true.
It is true.
Yeah, I got a baby face under
that ain't
this.
catfish either, though.
Is it not?
No, it's our hairs. Well, it's fucking nature.
But what if a girl? What if a girl says, "Well, my makeup is a part of my regimen. That's part of my
makeup doesn't grow on your body."
But it's a choice. It's a decision.
Oh, like us growing our beards are a decision.
It's a choice and a decision.
Some girls like
This is
beards, some
organic.
don't.
That's all I'm gonna say. This is organic.
It's organic. It's not like I'm fucking growing it like. Ugh.
I'd love to hear what our viewers have to say on that. Is from a female's perspective.
Triggering me right now.
Yeah, is a beard technically A catfish?
Can you be catfishing of a girl by
Growing your beard to look a little different, and then when you shave it off, they're like, "What?
Yeah, like,
what are you?"
This wasn't what I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for the guy with the beard.
It's good because I ain't shaving it. So
Yo, facts, same. I'm not shaving mine for shit.
Damn. All right. Well,
I'm just saying, if I shave this shit off, all you're gonna see is that one big butt chin, and people don't need to
that's
see
what I
that.
got. I got
Yeah,
the
people don't need to see that. And I got that baby face. No, I'm good. You guys remember just baby face Claudio?
I remember. I'll post some pics on No Sugar Added Insta.
Fuck you. Oh man, those are tough years. Thank God I could grow this baby. But yeah, the beard. I don't know. Do you think there's other ways men can catfish women besides posting up fake pics? Girls can use makeup. Men, what? We just grow beards.
Yeah, sure. There's ways, but I really can't think of any.
yeah, not really.
Yeah, I can't think of any.
Because technically, the core definition of catfishing is misrepresentation from what you've seen compared to what you are seeing in the present. You know, so whatever misrepresentation you can give someone, whether it's basically just lying about yourself, whether it's the way your appearance showed, or the way that you say you had certain things, or and then saying that, oh, I do not.
Yeah, Josh is that guy who puts that he's 6 foot on his profile, and he comes
actually,
up like
that's another way to
5'5".
catfish women. Yeah,
Height, yeah.
Height.
Putting in your shoes, you pump up the soles, so
the little heel fees
yeah,
where they give you like an extra inch.
an extra
Bro, that's
inch or
wild.
two.
Then you own those?
Nah, I don't need those things.
No, I knew a guy that did that.
What?
Yeah, what do you call it? He was a friend in the military. He was really short. He was like 5'3". Yeah, and he wanted to just get to 5'5". To him, that was like, okay. So he used 2-inch stoppers in his shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it worked. It gave him that lift. I was like, whoa, bro, you're a completely different person.
Yeah.
And we went out a couple of times, me and the boys, and we did notice the attention difference of him being just 5'3", and then when he's 5'5".
Yeah.
Two different worlds. At 5'3", no girl would look at him. At 5'5", he got some hits.
Good thing I'm 6 foot.
Yo, good thing I'm 5'9.5" or 5'10". I forget. Some shit like that. What's up, shorty?
It's okay, buddy. Not to say everyone that you're 5 foot.
Don't listen to that. I am a proud 5'4" and sometimes 5'5", depending on my shoes.
Oh man, puts those heels on, gets that extra inch.
So, yeah, catfishing. That's tough. I wish we had someone who was a professional catfisher.
God.
To just give us a scoop. How do we do it?
And why the fuck do you do it?
Why do you do it? Well, we can guess why. It's because they want attention. They want love. They want those feelings they probably haven't had in a while, because probably society sees them as like, no, we're good. We don't need you here.
Yeah.
Just ask your sister a deep dive Reddit, find somebody, and have them join the podcast.
No, hold on. I'm going to call her up. We're going to just put this on. Yeah. But yeah, I am curious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we're good. We're at our 45-minute mark. So
Yo, fantastic.
I mean, that was a good podcast right there.
Yeah.
Get any last remarks before we close out?
Don't catfish. Be truthful. That's it.
Don't misrepresent yourself. Just be as you are.
And having a beard does not make you a catfish. That's it.
Grow them out, boys.
Let us know. We want to hear from you if you believe the opposite.
All right, that's going to do it for this episode, guys. Thank you so much for joining us for this episode about catfishing. I was your host, Dan, with Claudio and Joshi. As we roll out, just make sure to follow us on our socials. That's www.nosugaradedpodcast.com, as well as our Instagram at No Sugar Added Podcast, as well as our YouTube at No Sugar Added Podcast, and all the audio platforms, your favorite ones, all of them, every single one.
Exactly, all of them. Okay, guys. See you guys later.
Hey, take care.
Bye.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you would like to support, please follow us on your favorite podcast platform and leave a review. Visit us at nosugaradedpodcast.com for all the details.